Alright, welcome back to Apologistice. Last time we started investigating, and we found out a few things that were interesting, and now we're here with Klavier, and we're gonna talk about the missed cue during the concert. See who messed up. What does miscue you keep talking about? Ah, you heard it, didn't you? In the audience? Actually, I didn't notice anything. See, no amateur's gonna pick up on that. You guarantee audience of amateurs? No, take a listen to this. What's that? A mixing board. We use it to record our concert tonight. Aren't we supposed to be investigating a murder? Well, we've come this far, might as well go all the way. I've always wanted to learn about the recording industry. That's one about devices used in recordings. Huh. We're a 5-part band. The set records each member's performance separately. Use a slider to adjust the volume for each part. Check it out. Wow, neat. So could you say you only hear the drum part? Of course, that's how we'll find the criminal guilty of missing his cue tonight. More concerned with the other criminal, the one who kills people. You want help on the case, then help me with mine. I guess rock and roll comes before prosecuting. Let's begin. First, we're bringing up the part of the performance in question. Simply choose the section of the song you wish to hear in the bottommost bar. Like so. There it is, now listen. Something wrong? You couldn't hear it. Listen again, closely. Ah, the timing's a little off, isn't it? You see? There, right at the most part. Even an amateur can hear it. An amateur with a mixing board, maybe. You're missing the point. We'll never snap that crime until we're perfect. Perfect! Here he goes again. Right, here amateur, you prove my point. Huh, me? You'll find the miscue. You'll tell us which of the instrument, which the guilty party. How? Let me just explain it. Use your slider to adjust the volume for each part. Then you'll find the part that hopelessly bungles the cue. You'll find it with your untrained amateur ears. Nothing to do but try, Apollo. I guess. I mean, it looks kind of fun. First, quick review. Use the sliders just press the button on the slider, and got it. Once you find the guilty part, press the corresponding number. 10 to rock. Okay. Yeah, it's... Listen to that. Yeah, it kind of just dies at the end. Like everything else, kind of... Oops, I'm playing from the... No, hold on. Give me the important bit. Yeah, they hit their cues. They're fine. Yeah, that's fine too. And this is also fine. Yeah, it's... Yeah, it kind of dies. Take that! This part is off. Which is that? Second guitar. It was you, Darian. Ah, well, looks like the cat's out of the bag. Oh well, that's all you have to say. What kind of attitude lets the killers walk free, Darian? Yet they go again. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to ask about the concert. I'm sorry to feel like we're just wasting time. It's Still experience on our belts. That can't be bad. We got the mixing board. Let's not get hit over the title for that song. Guilty Love. Oh, about these keys. Are these yours? I was wondering if you can do anything about this. It looked familiar. Familiar? It's mine. That's my keyring. I've been looking all over for it. Well, what? This is yours, Mr. Gavin. I knew it. Apollo, how can you make that I knew it face? This is the keyring that was... Yeah, I know. Thanks, anyway. So where did you find it? Actually, the victim was holding it. Like he was trying to keep it from the killer. Even if it meant his life. What? The victim? You mean Mr. Toss had my keys? Indeed. When will my trials be over? Speaking of trials, I never heard Mr. Gavin whine in court like he has been today. He was right about the fop. I'll give her that. Apollo, Mr. Gavin, maybe we can help. Tell us about your troubles today. I really don't think that's... Tell us! And we'll keep Mama about the keyring for now. Are you blackmailing me, Fräulein? No, we're just, offering information. That's all. You're saying something about your motorcycle not starting? And something about your guitar case being busted? You're well informed. You mentioned it a few times. It all happened this morning. All this keyring's fault. The keyring? So I got my keys, because all my keys on it, yeah? My bike key, my car key, and the key to my guitar case. Wait, so this keyring... It disappeared. I thought I'd put it in my jacket pocket. Professor Gavin's keyring disappeared. I had to come to the concert by taxi. How embarrassing. In order to get my guitar out, I had to break the lock. But this guitar wasn't that one that... The very one. Up in flames. I read it on stage, too. I actually thought it was part of the show. Crazy. To top it off, Mr. Toth's life was taken. No one told me about days like this. Strange days indeed. You think... What's wrong, Juicy? Well, I was trying to make sense of everything. First his heart-shaped keyring gets stolen, then a very expensive guitar flares up on stage, then Mr. Lithouse dies. Yes, and... Could it really all just be a coincidence? Coincidence? Meaning? Darren, can you make any sense of all this? Hey, don't look at me. What do you think, Apollo? Huh? I mean, either Mr. Gavin's having a really bad day, or all this was planned. You aren't thinking what I think you're thinking. Are you, Fräulein? I am. What? What? Hey, don't leave me in the dark with Spike here. Name's Apollo, but yeah, I agree. Don't leave us in the dark. What are you talking about? Have you noticed a connection, Apollo? Curious connection between all Mr. Gavin's troubles today? Well... I mean, yeah. You know, something was bugging me too. The keyring, and the guitar, and the body. Slow down there, Polly. You look a wee bit dizzy. He's bluffing. He hasn't figured it out. That's a pure man. You're clueless as I am. Huh? No, give him how I had a chance. Let's see your evidence of the connection, shall we? Evidence? I better think of something pronto. Come on, let's see it. What's the connection between all Mr. Gavin's troubles? The keyring? Connection is this, right? I would say you were close, but really kind of far, remote even. Oops, trying to anger the juicy Apollo. No sudden motion, just find the difference slowly. Oh. The lyrics? The lyrics. It's this, isn't it? A lyric sheet? The guitar's serenade? What's that got to do with anything? It has everything to do with everything. Although I wouldn't have believed it if Fräulein hadn't pointed it out. What are you talking about, man? Enough with the riddles. Maybe it is a coincidence, or perhaps it means something. Don't you think, Fräulein? I do. Everything that happened to Mr. Gavin today is predicted in the lyrics to this song. What? No way. Look, just think about everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin. Let's list them in order that they occurred. While reading this lyric sheet, first the keyring was stolen. Not just any keyring, a heart-shaped keyring. That's right here. When you stole away the keys, my heart held on to toes tight. This is a heart holding keys. The next guitar burst into flame. Burning out of my heart, fire burned my love away. And Mr. Taus was killed. Like a bullet of love, fire, take my life away. But that's crazy. Yeah, no kidding. So everything that happened today here, this song predicted it all. Perhaps it was the other way around. Huh? The criminal could have based their crime on lyrics. Who would go through all that trouble? Someone who moves in mysterious ways, no doubt. I believe you're still up on something quite vital, and quite annoying, Caroline. Hehehe. Looks pleased. Lyrics protecting the crime. Klavier. Seems a bit more than just coincidence to me. I have to agree. The keyring, the guitar, and the murder. The keyring might have been dropped by accident, yet the victim was holding it to think it was unconnected. That's true. Professor Gavin's comments collected as ever. So the criminal matched their actions to the lyrics. It sounds likely. Why'd anyone do that? While we think about that, I'm going to get cracking on the biggest crime here. I'm going to talk to the Borginian Embassy about this Mr. Litaus. Ah, right. Thanks, Darian. I'll leave the pondering of mysteries to you. I'm out of here. A foreign national, Mr. Litaus was killed. Seemed like that would have been the point of all this. But they did more than that. This was not only a murder, but a mystery. Mr. Gavin sure is irritable today. Maybe this is the real Professor Gavin we don't get to see in the courtroom. I've had enough, frankly. If you find any more mysteries, do me a favor and keep them to yourselves. I think this is all we're gonna get from Professor Gavin. That leaves Lamore to question. Professor Gavin, do you know where Lamore is now? I had to go to my dressing room. With that pianist, Machi Tobai, of course. She seemed rather shocked by Mr. Tao's sudden passing. The governor's dressing room. Got it. Are we gonna be able to talk to her? Because, I mean, she sung English. Hey! Eek! Who's there? Hey, yellow man! Where did... I think once again, who is that guy? Huh? Juicy? You know, he did look sort of familiar. So he is a friend of yours. No, that's not it. Sorry, I don't remember. Curiouser and curiouser. Are we gonna be able to talk to Lamore? Like, she sung English, but does she understand it? I mean, she had an interpreter, so... if at all, probably not very well. Ah, Lamore. What has happened? I heard that Mr. Taus has died. Lamore, you speak. I mean, you speak English. Ah, yes. I was invited here from the Republic of Virginia, but I'm not Virginian by birth. Wasn't Mr. Litaus your interpreter? Yes, well, it was Mr. Litaus' idea. Thought it would add to the mystery, you see. Then, your pianist is also... No, Machi Tobai is Virginian. He doesn't speak English. Now please tell me, what has happened to Mr. Litaus? Why did he... Actually, Mr. Litaus was... Trucy. Huh? Remember what Prosecutor Gavin said? Not a word. But Mr. Litaus is Lamore's manager. It's not fair to her. I mean, isn't she a related party? Prosecutor Gavin doesn't want the alert, I suspect. All he has been told is to wait here in this room. It's very unsettling. Sorry, we're trying to figure it out for ourselves. Do you think I could ask you some questions? Of course, I'm always willing to help. She was calm as she looked on stage. Can't put my finger on why, but I like this the more. What is it, Machi? What? But you'd be alone. What seems to be the problem? Machi, he's not good around strangers. We just go out for a breath of fresh air. That'd be alright. Sure, of course. Very well. That was not the right voice. What is it you wish to speak to me about? Oh, I like her backing music. It's very nice. Limor. The Republic of Virginia. That's in Northern Europe, right? I've never even heard of it. I've heard of it. I started singing it in a restaurant. Then a producer called me. Before I knew it, here I am. You don't say. You know, my daddy plays piano in a restaurant. Teachers tend to look for talent, Juicy. More, you're not from Virginia originally. Were you born here? Well... Oh, is that supposed to be a secret? Image is everything when you're a star. I know a bit about that, of course. Ah, yes, it is something like this. A contract, you might say. Also not speak anything but Virginians in public. Image is important, I guess. It's not all image, though. Your songs are lovely. A real landscape painter in sound. A painter in what? He travels the world, turning the sights he sees into music. That's the secret to your music's beauty, right? You're very perceptive. Oh, I use your songs all the time in my stage act. I don't have to play royalties for that, do I? Stop while you're ahead, Juicy. This landscape painter in sound, too, is an image. Yet without it, my song would not be so widely heard. They even call you the siren of the ballad, right? Yes, in Borginese, the amor means the siren. I fear that perhaps already I'm not the siren I once was. They call you the siren, huh? Machi? Your pianist Machi, was it? He's cute, like a porcelain doll. He's very European. I met him while singing in restaurants in Virginia. He is an orphan, yet his playing is exquisite. Soon he came to live with me. It's like a fairy tale, almost. I notice he hardly leaves your side. Yes, well, he is blind. At first I hesitated dragging him across the world. He doesn't speak English either, does he? He never left Virginia before him yet. I made his present part of my contract. Machi and I together are the more. Together, always. Interesting. Mr. Latos. Mr. Latos is my new manager. New? Yes, from 3 months ago. Around when I received Mr. Gavin's invitation to come. I met Mr. Latos at my office. He was to be a manager and bodyguard. And, as it turned out, my interpreter. Interpreter even though you speak English. Yes, but we were to visit more places than just here. We had a concert in Japan scheduled to lift one. Though I feel it might be cancelled now. Mr. Latos from the Republic of Virginia too. Well, he is only with me for 3 months. I'm afraid there is much I do not know about him. And now I shall never know. No one even will tell me why he's died. I'm sorry. Professor Gavin said we weren't to talk to anyone. Mr. Latos was a talented man. The siren of the ballad. That phrase was his idea, you know. I'm happy for him that it's become so well known. The siren, that's what he meant. Apollo? You were the siren, right, Limor? That is the meaning of my name in That is the meaning of my name is the... What? That is the meaning of my name is Borginese, yes. I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to be an is, but okay. It isn't in my producer gave me, but why do you ask? It's very important. I don't know for sure if the siren was you. What do you mean, important? I'll tell you. You deserve to know. Okay. The siren. It turns out that's a very important word in this case. How? When we found Mr. Taos, he was still alive. What? I heard him say something. His last words. Mr. Taos, can you hear me? Ask witness. Hang in there, listener, Taos. Who is the witness? The witness is Siren. He said siren? Really? I was the only one there to hear it. But I'm sure that's what he said. Mr. Taos said that. Ask the witness. And you're the siren, Limor. Do you see what happened? The more? Oh yes, are you with the police? Well no, I'm a defense attorney. An attorney? Yet there have been no arrests, yes? Is that a problem? Does an attorney not work for a client? If you have no client, you should leave the investigation to the police, I think. But the more I'm sorry, but I cannot answer your questions. I'm afraid you lack the authority to ask them. Why? She witnessed the crime, why don't she tell us? I believe we are through here. I believe so. I guess we'll just leave then. Let's go back to the scene, I guess. Or did you say we're through, but we're not actually through? Is this yours? That reminds me. Does this brooch look familiar to you? My brooch, yes. Well, it may be mine. Yours, the more. I was wearing a brooch earlier, you see. Must have lost it. Well, that explains the brooch we found. It was the Moor's. Thank you. I was wondering where I dropped it. This brooch belongs to her. It begs the question. Is something wrong, Apollo? What was this brooch doing at the crime scene? July 8th, 11:22 a.m. Backstage hallway. Alright. We will see what's going on in the hallway next time. So until then.